And for your Miami Marlins, they give the ball to the 24-year-old right-hander out of the Dominican Republic, Rodri Munoz.
Donovan batting .248, 5 homers and 30 runs batted in.
And Tim Anderson is in the right spot. Donovan lines out for the first out, and there's one away.
Alec Burleson batting .271. Check swing right back to the mound. It's kicked. That might be trouble, and it is for Miami. Burleson legs out. That infield roller to the mound, and he's aboard with one out.
Let's see if they can make them pay for that one.
And Goldschmidt bats with a man aboard and one out. Goldie batting .294 on the trip. Drives this one deep to right field. That one's not coming back. He ambushes in the first inning, and the Cardinals jump in front by 2.
A gunner for Goldschmidt after the error on the pitcher. 2-0 Cardinals in the first.
Will make it 9 now on the season for Paul Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt hit his 349th career home run. Now he's in sole possession of place number 100 all time. He just passed George Foster.
The 2-run bomb, and now Nolan Gorman bats.
Slider to pick up the first strikeout of the game.
Ivan Herrera has hit safely in 4 straight games. He's 7 out of 14 during that time.
And that is downstairs. Oh, Bethancourt came out of the chute ready to fire it down to third for strike 3. Instead, Herrera takes ball 4.
1-2 is a chopper hit to first, backhanded by Bell. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Might be another night for a short bullpen for St. Louis. You'd love to see Lance go 6 or more tonight.
He absolutely would, making his 15th start of the season. 4-seam cutter and sinker, predominantly what you're going to be getting.
On the ground, right to short. And Crawford with a perfect throw takes care of Chisholm.
Here's Brian De La Cruz now.
De La Cruz, there's another base hit. So putting in the work, and now the results starting to come.
Josh Bell next.
See if they can dip into that long ball today. In fact, a couple of singles might help him out here. First and third as De La Cruz moves up. So they're on the corners for Sanchez, who had a hit in 5 trips last night. Like that. That will do it. 3-run home run. That'll do it in a big way. Marlins take the lead.
Jesus Sanchez with a 3-run homer. It's 3-2 Miami.
Lynn gives away a 2-run lead here in the first, and that ball cracked to center off the bat of Jake Berger, and that's out number 2.
Now Nick Gordon.
The pitch. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Gorman plays it on a roll and throws out Gordon. We go to the second, 3-2 Marlins. Here's Michael Ciani. Ciani hit his second home run of the year, putting the Cardinals on the board last night.
That one inside the bag at third. Ciani's aboard. Big turnaround first. He's chunking for 2. Here's the throw. It's going to be dropped and safe. Is Ciani at second? A hustle double with 2 outs.
And here's Brendan Donovan lined out to Tim Anderson to start the ball game at the top of the first.
That one launched down the right field line. Did he get enough? He did. Donovan hits a 2-run homer. And the Cardinals are back in front. It's a 4-3 game.
The ball is flying here tonight, and Donovan been showing off some of that power here as of late. That's number 6 of the season for Brendan.
Tim Anderson is hitting .414 over his last 7 games.
Sharply hit, and it gets through Brandon Crawford.
And again, they might try to go hit there, but in the big leagues, Brandon Crawford would tell you that's a play I've got to make. And there goes Lopez, and a ground ball's hit through the right side. In essence, a hit and run in a 1-2 count. Lopez will stop at third. A base hit for Bethancourt, executed within reason to perfection. And the Marlins have the tying man at third with 1 out for Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz with a fly ball out toward left field. This is Burleson. Lopez tags. Here he comes. Throw from left is off the mark. It's a sacrifice fly that ties it up, and Bethancourt moves up 90 feet.
4-4 game heading to the 3rd inning as Ivan Herrera starts off the Cardinals' 3rd, and he will with a base hit the other way on an 0-2 count. Man, are these Cardinal youngsters good with 2 strikes or what?
And Munoz delivers to Matt. There's a swing and a base hit to left field. So the Cardinals with a couple of hits. Herrera's thinking about third. He's going to take third base. Great base running by Herrera. Outstanding hustle by the Cardinal catcher, Herrera. He runs better than you'd think.
Runners at first and third with nobody out. Here's Crawford.
Bouncing ball. Bell fumbles that. Steps on the bag. Throws to second. And safe. And a run will score. Herrera comes home standing up. Once Bell stepped on the bag, that takes away the force play, and late applying the tag was Tim Anderson. Line into center field, another 0-2 hit. Carpenter will score. Ciani is 2 for 2, and the Cardinals have a 6-4 lead. See if the Cardinals can add on now. It's the 2, 3, 4 spots in the lineup. Burleson, Goldschmidt, and Nolan Gorman. 3-1 pitch cracked toward left center and deep. Chisholm on the run as far as he can go, and that one's going to sail out of here. Burleson with an opposite field home run.
Over the wall in deep left center field. Burley got that one on the screws, and the Cardinals tack on another. It's 7-4 St. Louis. We're underway here in the fourth. 7-4 Cardinals.
Up the middle, base hit, Tim Anderson. Boy, that's where his hits have been for a week now. Runner goes, throw from Herrera, not in time, a stolen base for TA.
Anderson goes to third. Now he's at third with 1 out for Christian Bethancourt, who singled back in the second.
Bouncing ball gets through Lynn. Gorman's got it, and he'll make the play to first, but an RBI ground out for Bethancourt to score Anderson, and it's 7-5.
Now the Marlins keep the Cardinals off the board for the first time in the top of the fifth. They've got an opportunity, trailing 7-5 as we go to the bottom half of inning number 5 tonight.
Josh Bell lines a base hit. Multi-hit game for Bell. And a 1-out base runner for the Marlins. That'll bring the tying run to the plate.
And that sets the table for Jesus Sanchez.
4 for 6, 2 home runs against Sanchez, against Lynn. He knocks another one into right field. That one came flying off the bat. It got to the outfield so quick that Carlson almost had the play at second base. 7-5, and Berger goes up the middle, a base hit. Bell will get held at third base. He had to wait to make sure that it got through, or at least for the ball to pass him. But the Marlins, with 3 straight 1-out singles, load the bases.
If you're Nick Gordon, you're sitting on that cut fastball. He's had a lot of success against this pitch this season.
And the 1-2. He got the swing and miss. Gordon can't connect. Lance Lynn has his 3rd strikeout of this game, and that's a huge out. Can he finish off Anderson? Bases loaded, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He did! Lance Lynn, look at that reaction from the Cardinals' king-size right-hander.
Lynn leaves the bases loaded. We played 5. The Cardinals hang on to their 7-5 lead.
Lance Lynn back to work in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Leading 7-5.
And here is Bethancourt.
In the air out toward deep left field, and gone! A home run for Bethancourt.
Bethancourt with his 2nd home run of the season. The Marlins are now back to within a run. It's 7-6.
Well, you love it, too. An absolute no-doubter off the bat of Christian Bethancourt. He knew it. Lance Lynn knew it. I think everybody in that dugout knew it, too.
And a ground ball. That's the shortstop, Crawford. But the speed of Jazz nets him an infield single.
Let's see if Jazz beats it. I think he did. Yes, he did.
Now the tying run is at third with 1 away, and here's Josh Bell. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored tonight.
Out towards center. Jazz will tag. There's the catch. Throw goes to second. And Josh Bell ties it up.
A sac fly by Bell. We're tied at 7.
So Tanner Scott to face Gorman, Herrera, and Carpenter. 7-7 in the 9th. Called strike 3. Good spot. Bottom of the zone. Went with the fastball.
And now Jose Fermin is going to pinch hit.
Bouncing ball. Anderson charges. And we'll head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Welcome back. Bottom of the 9th inning. A 7-7 ball game.
De La Cruz, 2 singles in 4 trips, and a little tapper back to the mound. Take your time, John. The flip to first is in plenty of time to get De La Cruz, and there's out number 1. Swing and a miss. Wow, what a job by the Cardinals relief corps.
7-all in Miami.
We go to the top of the 10th inning, tied at 7. On to pitch. We'll start there. It's Calvin Fauché.
You got Jose Fermin. He's your automatic runner at second base for the Cardinals. Crawford stays in this one.
Sends a fly ball out toward Jazz in center. Fermin tags. Jazz makes the catch. Fires toward third. Fermin is in there safely.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's going to carry out to right. De La Cruz camps out at the edge of the track. And the Cardinals, with back-to-back fly balls, are going to take an 8-7 lead.
So 2 productive at-bats in a row. Crawford moved him to third, and Dylan Carlson gets a sac fly and drives him in.
Well, Chris Roycroft in a huge spot for him and for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 10th inning. He protects a 1-run lead with the ghost runner at second base.
Chopper right side. Goldschmidt's got it. Nobody's covering. in no man's land, and it's 1st and 3rd.
Boy, that is a great break because it could have been 2 out, a runner at 3rd.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
Roycroft forgot to cover first on the chopper to first. Well, here is Tim Anderson. He was at the plate and lifted a fly ball in the air in the 12th inning last night.
2-2 to Anderson. And a bouncing ball slowly hit. Donovan to first, and a run will score. Tim Anderson with a swinging bunt to tie the game. And he's safe at first base, and now the game-winning run is at second. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs.
Brujan has an opportunity to be the hero here in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Gordon, the winning run at 3rd. That is a base hit center field. In comes Gordon. Brujan's the hero. It's a Marlins win.
Vidal Brujan is the hero. The Marlins get 2 in the bottom of the 10th, and they beat the Redbirds in Game 2, 9-8.
Boy, what a nice win, and so many things went into that inning. So many decisions had to be made. And in that particular case, the right one was made by Skip, pinch hitting Brujan for Bethencourt. A mistake by the Cardinal defense, and the Marlins capitalized.